Imagine this. Every heartbeat, every breath, every time you catch a tan or struggle to wake up early, you're tapping into a genetic legacy older than the pyramids, older than civilization itself, stretching back 47,000 years to moonlit encounters between our ancestors and their mysterious cousins, the Neanderthals and Denisovans. These aren't just dusty relics of the past. Their DNA lives in you, shaping your immune system, your skin tone, even your sleep schedule. This is the story of how ancient genes make you who you are today, a tale of love, survival, and evolution that rewrites what it means to be human. Picture a world of icy tundras and dense forests, where modern humans, fresh from Africa, first met Neanderthals in the wilds of Europe and Asia. For decades, scientists painted Neanderthals as gruff, primitive cave dwellers outsmarted by our clever ancestors. But the truth is far more romantic. Our ancestors didn't just compete with Neanderthals, they fell in love, raised families, and wove their genes into ours. This wasn't a fleeting fling. For 7,000 years, longer than all of recorded history, humans and Neanderthals shared lands, tools, and children. Around 40,000 years ago, Neanderthals vanished, but their DNA endures in us. And then there's the Denisovans, a shadowy group known from just a handful of bones in a Siberian cave. Their genes, too, found a home in modern humans, especially in populations like the Tibetans, who thrive in oxygen-scarce mountains. These ancient encounters weren't one-sided. Research from Princeton University suggests Neanderthals inherited up to 10% of their genome from modern humans, including genes tied to brain development. It was a two-way street of genetic exchange, a collaboration that shaped both groups. If your ancestry traces outside Africa, you carry 1 to 2% Neanderthal DNA, roughly 60 million base pairs in your 3 billion-letter genetic code. That's more shared DNA than some modern humans have with each other. Denisovan DNA, while less widespread, plays a starring role in specific populations. These ancient genes aren't silent fossils. They're active, influencing your body and mind in ways you might never have imagined. Let's start with your immune system, your body's personal security team. When modern humans left Africa 60,000 years ago, they faced a gauntlet of new pathogens in Europe and Asia, viruses their African-honed immune systems weren't ready for. Enter the Neanderthals, who'd been battling Eurasian diseases for hundreds of thousands of years. By interbreeding, our ancestors gained a genetic upgrade. Neanderthal immune genes tailored to fight RNA viruses, like ancient coronaviruses. In 2018, evolutionary biologist David Inard found that modern humans inherited a striking number of Neanderthal gene variants for tackling RNA viruses. These genes act like a pre-installed antivirus program, refined over millennia by Neanderthals who'd already faced these threats. This genetic toolkit was a game changer, helping our ancestors survive in unfamiliar lands. Today, those same genes may still shield you from certain viruses, a quiet legacy of ancient survival. But it's not all good news. Some Neanderthal genes are like outdated software, useful ones, but now they can cause glitches. For example, certain variants increase the risk of autoimmune issues in some populations. Evolution kept the best and weeded out the worst, creating a patchwork genome where Neanderthal DNA shines in some areas and vanishes in others. Look in the mirror. That skin tone, hair color, or height, they might carry echoes of Neanderthal ancestors. Data from the UK Biobank, studying over 100,000 people, shows Neanderthal DNA influences a surprising range of traits: skin pigmentation, hair shades, height, and even how easily you tan. Forget the old image of Neanderthals as pale, red-haired cave dwellers. They were diverse, with light and dark skin tones adapted to the varied sunlight of Europe and Asia. When our ancestors mixed with Neanderthals, they inherited genes fine-tuned for local climates. For instance, Neanderthal variants help explain why some people of European or Asian descent tan easily while others burn. These genes were shaped by thousands of years of adapting to seasonal sunlight, and they still influence how your skin responds to summer rays. It's like inheriting a custom sunscreen recipe from your ancient cousins. Now, let's climb to the Tibetan Plateau, where the air is so thin it holds 40% less oxygen than at sea level. Most of us would gasp and falter, but Tibetans thrive here, thanks to a Denisovan gift, the EPAS1 gene. This gene regulates oxygen use, preventing the body from overproducing red blood cells, which can thicken blood and raise stroke risk. A 2014 study in Nature confirmed that this gene, nearly identical to one found in Denisovan remains, came from ancient interbreeding. Imagine the scene. 47,000 years ago, modern humans and Denisovans met in Asia, their unions passing down a gene that would one day let Tibetans and Sherpas live comfortably at 4,000 meters. It's a stunning example of how ancient DNA equips modern humans for extreme environments. Without Denisovan genes, the Tibetan Plateau might still be uninhabitable for many. Do you spring out of bed at dawn or come alive after midnight? Your sleep patterns might carry a Neanderthal signature. Research shows that Neanderthal gene variants influence circadian rhythms, the body's internal clock. For non-Africans living far from the equator, these genes helped adapt to extreme seasonal changes, long summer days, and endless winter nights. Neanderthals, who lived in northern latitudes for millennia, developed genetic tweaks to cope with these shifts. When modern humans inherited these genes, they gained the ability to adjust to varying daylight. Today, these variants might decide whether you're a morning lark or a night owl. They also have medical implications. Circadian disruptions are linked to diabetes, obesity, and appetite regulation. That late-night snack craving? It might trace back to a Neanderthal ancestor adapting to a long winter's night. If Neanderthal and Denisovan genes were so helpful, why don't we carry more? The answer lies in evolution's ruthless editing process. After interbreeding, some ancient genes were incompatible with modern human biology, especially in areas like brain development and reproduction. These Neanderthal deserts in our genome show where natural selection purged harmful variants, leaving only the most beneficial ones. Think of it like a chef refining a recipe. Keep the ingredients that enhance the dish, toss the ones that spoil it. The surviving Neanderthal genes cluster in areas like immunity, skin pigmentation, and metabolism, traits critical for adapting to new environments. This selective process explains why your genome is a mosaic of ancient and modern DNA, perfectly balanced for survival. Not everyone agrees on the impact of ancient DNA. A study of Icelanders found that modern gene variants often explain traits like hair color or freckles better than Neanderthal DNA. This doesn't debunk the broader findings, but shows that ancient genes' effects vary by population. As geneticist Tony Capra notes, these influences are real but subtle, often overshadowed by lifestyle and environment. For example, your risk of autoimmune disease might owe more to diet or stress than to Neanderthal genes. Yet, the fact that these ancient variants still play a role, however small, is a testament to their enduring power. It's a reminder that our biology is a complex tapestry, woven from many threads, ancient and modern. Your DNA tells a story of connection, not isolation. As geneticist Rasmus Nielsen puts it, humans are mongrels, blending genes from Neanderthals, Denisovans, and other hominins. This mixing was our superpower. When modern humans left Africa, they faced frozen tundras, tropical jungles, and deadly pathogens. By interbreeding with local species, they gained genetic tools to conquer these challenges, colonizing every corner of the globe. Your ancient DNA is a living archive of those encounters. Every time your immune system fights a virus, your skin adapts to sunlight, or you adjust to a new sleep schedule, you're channeling a survival strategy honed 47,000 years ago. It's not just science, It's a saga of resilience, love, and adaptation. The next time someone calls you a Neanderthal, smile. Those genes are battle-tested, refined by evolution to help you thrive. They're not holding you back. They're propelling you forward, linking you to ancestors who loved, lived, and survived in a world we can barely imagine. Your story doesn't start with your parents or grandparents. It stretches back to starlit nights when modern humans and their ancient cousins met, their unions written in the DNA flowing through your veins. This genetic legacy isn't just history, it's alive in every cell of your body. From the mountains of Tibet to the rhythm of your sleep, ancient DNA shapes who you are. You're not just human, you're a masterpiece of evolution, painted with the colors of a 47,000-year-old love story. So, the next time you catch a tan or stay up late, remember, you're carrying a piece of prehistory, and it's helping you conquer the modern world.